Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your morning cup. Your host, W. Dubois. Today is March 23rd, Tuesday, year's 2021, and this is your morning cup. We're gonna talk about a couple of things today, but before we do any of that stuff, we have to recognize and pay homage to the great, one of the original pioneers of the NBA, the great Los Angeles Lakers forward Elgin Baylor, man who played I believe 12 seasons in the NBA. He passed away yesterday on the 22nd of March at the age of 86 of natural causes, as reported. Elgin Baylor, a Laker great, came to the league in 1959. One of the innovators of the league, as you know it today. Brought a lot of athleticism in a game that was played almost below the rim at the time, as many of you know. Our basketball historians, as many of our basketball historians know, and students of the league and the game. Baylor played alongside Jerry West, and towards the end of his career, played alongside Wilt Chamberlain. The Lakers in that era went to the finals every year, and they lost every year. Elgin Baylor he'd been to 8 NBA finals. He was 0-8 in the NBA finals. Right, they lost to the Bill Russell Celtics every year. Elgin Baylor, at one point, before Wilt Chamberlain scored the 100-point game, Elgin Baylor had the all-time NBA high at 71 points. Elgin Baylor, from the Washington, D.C. area, grew up in a segregated nation's capital. And also, Elgin Baylor, before any of the stars of the league now, Elgin Baylor was the star. Like I said, he had the hang time, he had the athleticism that people had never seen before in this league, and he had the charisma to go with it. After he left the Lakers, of course, they immediately won a championship. They finally got over the hump, and they won a title. Him and Jerry West played, like I said, they played together a long time. Jerry got one championship out of it. Towards the end, he came to the league after Elgin. Elgin went on to become coach of the Utah Jazz, or at the time the New Orleans Jazz in the 70s. That didn't fare too well. Eventually became executive of the Los Angeles Clippers. Donald Sterling hired him to be executive of the Clippers, and that didn't fare well either. The Clippers were one of the worst teams in the league for a long time, but he was there when the Clippers eventually started to make their swing into the opposite direction and become a contender, as he was named the NBA Executive of the Year in the year 2006. Elgin Baylor, 11 times All-Star, 10 times first All-NBA, NCAA Most Outstanding Player, NCAA Champion. The list goes on, and the accolades for the great Elgin Baylor, who, as you can tell by the years he was with us, lived a long, great, fruitful life. And, once again, the great 22, his statue is outside the Staples Center. Young and old, they know them. 2K, everyone, they know. The basketball fans know, regardless of the age, they know about the great Elgin Baylor. And once again, our condolences to his family. Rest in peace to the great Elgin. Another star has faded, but, when you leave that kind of legacy, you live forever. So, once again, Elgin Baylor, dead at 86. Now, moving on. Yes. Of course, I posted a video this morning, late last night, early this morning. It finally dropped. The beginning of my standard series on the Deshaun Watson and the Texans and the history of the Texans with him. And I said that Monday there would be new allegations and new details of the current case that Tony Busby has filed on behalf of 22 women. I believe the number is 22. Please bear with me. This thing has just been avalanching. It is literally that snowball in the cartoons that you roll down the hill, and it's gotten bigger and bigger, like immediately. We went from 1, 2 to 22. So let me give you a little bit of the new stuff. This is from TMZ. I'm going to read along. Guys driving, so I'm going to read along for you guys who can't. 5 women have now filed lawsuits against Watson on Monday, TMZ has confirmed. In the latest lawsuit, a female masseuse using the pseudonym Jane Doe says Watson reached out via Instagram in July 2020 and set up a massage and then assaulted and harassed her during the appointment. As with the other 11 Watson accusers, Those suing for unspecified damages. One more female masseuse has filed a lawsuit against Watson, bringing Monday's total to 4 and the overall total to 11 against the Houston Texans superstar. In the third suit filed Monday, obtained by TMZ Sports, the woman is suing for unspecified damages after she claims Watson was sexually inappropriate with her during a massage in the Houston, Texas area in January 2021. So we even got new stuff from this year. New accusations from recently, almost 6 to 8 weeks ago, right? Okay. 2 more female massage therapists have filed lawsuits against Watson, with one accuser claiming the NFL star was so aggressive with her that she was scared for her life. She thought the NFL star quarterback was going to kill her, apparently. TMZ Sports has obtained the 2 new suits, bringing the official number to 9 total against the Houston Texans QB, and in them Watson is accused of more disturbing actions against women, though he's denied all of the allegations from all of the accusers and said he's the target of a baseless money grab. In one of the new lawsuits, a female masseuse, also identified as Jane Doe to protect her identity, says she was first introduced to Watson in June 2020, after the NFL player had booked her through her manager. Doe says she showed up to Watson's hotel in the Houston, Texas area to administer the massage, but claims things went quickly sideways. In the suit, the woman says a short time into the massage, Watson became aggressive and groped her butt and vagina and then pushed her butt into his face. All right. The woman says she then slapped Watson, told him she didn't want that, and claims the quarterback then apologized. I'm sorry, baby. Doe says Watson then asked her to clean massage oil off of him because he had to leave for practice. But she claimed the quarterback began using his penis to touch her hand. She says she was mortified by his actions and covered Watson's private area with a towel so she could finish wiping the oil off and leave. Doe claims Watson only paid her $100 instead of the agreed upon $300, saying the QB had told her manager that she had not given him what he wanted, so he shorted her. 2 months later, on August 17, 2020, the woman says Watson reached out to her over Instagram to get another massage. Okay. Y'all follow her, right? All right. In her suit, the woman says she did not realize it was the same Watson and scheduled an appointment with the Texans player that same night at the spa she worked at. Doe claims when Watson arrived, she immediately recognized him and scolded him for inappropriate behavior in their previous meeting. The woman says Watson apologized and told her something to the effect that he had never been rejected by a woman before. Doe claims she told Watson she was a lesbian and was not interested in him, and says Deshaun agreed to not be inappropriate again. But Doe says a short time later, Watson became aggressive, made comments about her body. The woman says she continued the massage in order to avoid trouble with her manager. All right, this is where, this is the second time they met, and he was inappropriate the first time. And here she goes, all right, because her manager, she wanted to get in trouble with her manager. Okay. But she says at one point, Watson pulled her close and said he wanted to ejaculate. Wow. In the suit, Doe says she told Watson to stop acting like a pervert, but said Deshaun continued with the sexual misconduct anyway. Ugh. The woman claims Watson asked her to perform oral sex on her. Well, the woman claims Watson asked her. He said, all right, give me some head. And then forced Jane Doe's mouth, her mouth, into his penis. So he was literally, that's sexual assault. Like, this sounds like a lot, but this is what's in the suit. Then forced her mouth onto his penis. She says Watson's actions were so inappropriate, they made her scared for her life. Doe says Watson continued to push for oral sex, and when she declined, Watson let her go and then began masturbating in front of her. The woman is now suing for unspecified damages. That's the first one, filed on Monday. Yesterday. The second suit filed on Monday contains similar allegations with another Jane Doe female masseuse alleging Watson was inappropriate with her during a March 21st massage in the Atlanta area. In the suit, the woman says Watson put his penis on her hand during their appointment, but when she quickly moved away and made it clear she wouldn't go any further with him, she said the quarterback guy just paid her and left. The woman is also sued for unspecified damages. He touched her hand with his meat. According to the attorney of the 2 women, this man right here, several more lawsuits could be filed against Watson soon, with Tony Busby claiming 22 women in total have come forward to him with allegations of sexual misconduct against the QB. So Busby said there's 22, but I think it's 13 so far. My bad. Is there any more? Sorry, guys. Let that go. There it goes. Busby added that he's been in contact with both the Houston Police Department and the Houston District Attorney cooperating in a potential criminal investigation into the claim. For Watson's part, he's denied any wrongdoing, insisting the entire thing is an effort by Busby to score an unwanted payday from lying clients. Okay? Okay. All right. So basically, this is the breakdown. This is Robert Littell, BSO's breakdown of what we just read. You know, here's a bulletproof breakdown of what Watson is being accused of: forcing a lesbian to give him oral sex, offering massage therapists extra money for a happy ending, unwanted grabbing of massage therapist's booty and vagina, putting his booty in the face of a massage therapist, asking for his anus to be fingered. And he also wanted hot oil on his butthole, according to one of the women's claims. This shit is ill, right? This shit is ill, yo. They making this nigga sound like some super duper sexy sexual deviant. Obviously, Deshaun is a massage guy. And, you know, like I said, the massage world is a different world. If you're not in it, there's things you're not going to know about it. So I'm not in it, but I just know that it's like that. So, boom, I just wanted to add that. Of course, I got the video I just dropped, the standard video. We go into more details of the original claims. We talk about who Tony Busby is. We talk more about Deshaun. So we're going to expand that. And for what it's worth, I just wanted to say, after all of this, Aaron Wilson, from a Houston Texans beat writer, is saying that there's still teams that are pursuing Watson. They're going to do their due diligence to check out what's going on with him, but they said they have a lot of faith in him, and this doesn't seem, there's something not right with the situation. And the Eagles, the Panthers, the New York Jets, the Dolphins, the 49ers, and the Denver Broncos are all still interested in a potential trade for the superstar quarterback out of Clemson, plays for the Texans. So, crazy, right? Coffee, man. Wow. Let me take a quick breather, put that together. The first suit we read today, that was with the lesbian. That was ill. Like, the way he was doing, the things he was doing the first time around, she was like, she didn't know it was the same Watson. All right, he comes to the second. At first I was like, how you don't know it's the same guy? But I guess since he came to her spot, she just, you know, all right, fine, we'll give her that. But, you know, him ejaculating on her face, what was she doing, waiting for it? He's getting a massage. He's just sitting there whacking away, and she just still massaging him. Stop doing that. Stop. Like, I don't understand. And she says he ejaculated on her. Like, did she wait for that? Like, how do you know? Like, I don't, man, oh, God. I'm just, like, from my experience in the world, you know, it takes a minute. And, you know, she knows I'm going to do that. Like, that's going to happen. It's a volcano, for Pete's sake. You know what I'm saying? It takes a minute. You know when a volcano about to rock. You know what I'm saying? So, this shit is ill. The story is ill. Of course, I'm going to stay on it. Here we are at the Your Morning Cup, the Standard, whatever. Your boy W on it. And we're going to move on because, of course, Tony Busby is going to have more stuff. Have you ever seen a lawyer put so much case details from his case on Instagram? You talk about clout chasing. Tony Busby. For real, man. All right. Let's move on. 2. NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy was arrested in Los Angeles yesterday by the FBI. The FBI had a federal warrant on NBA YoungBoy that he knew about. It was in the news weeks ago. NBA YoungBoy, the hugely popular Southern rapper out of Baton Rouge. What can I say? Is YoungBoy, you know who he is. If you don't, all I can tell you is he was arrested and he was tracked down by a canine unit in Los Angeles when the car was pulled over. NBA YoungBoy ran out of the car. They got the dogs to track him down. They say the dogs didn't bite him, but the dogs found him, and he was arrested after that without an incident. What can I say? What I want to say about that is I haven't covered much of the hip-hop scene on here, but I definitely know what's going on. And after all of the rappers' murders, from the Pop Smokes in February all the way to the King Vons in November, and you know, and then before that, all the arrests and the gun charge, all of these rappers, the hip-hop cops are watching. NBA YoungBoy's name is in a lot of things. His name has been involved in shootings from Florida to other places, the situations in Texas. You know, he has that I don't give a fuck swag that he has on social media, and I believe him. He really doesn't. That's why when they put the warrant on him, they had to come get him because YoungBoy wasn't gonna go. They came to get him, so he's in federal custody. And like I said, I think YoungBoy's facing a RICO charge, obviously, and a lot of these rappers are or were, and you know, it seems like to me every rapper who's involved, who really with the shits, the feds is watching them, except for the Chicago boys. Like all of the murders and all of the stuff snitching on all of those videos in the last 10 years in the Chicago drill scene, and no RICO indictments have come down. They never went to Old Block. They never went here. You know, Duck murdered, Vaughn, everybody murdered. All of them dead, yo. All of them gangs, you know, Melly, all of them dead. All of the guys academics was talking about the war in Iraq. Almost 90% of them are gone. A RICO case never came. It's like the lawlessness in Chicago's okay. In my hometown, in Brooklyn, man, as soon as dudes start mobbing up and getting together any kind of criminal anything, they are gonna take them all down. You can see, look at the 6ix9ine indictment with the Treyway boys, with 9 Trey boys, and then you can look at Casanova with the Gorilla Stone Bloods, with the 8 gang. Eventually, they gonna come in New York. It's like, yo, the stock market is there, everything is there. It's the financial capital. They're like, no, you can tear Chicago apart, but your guys are gonna go to jail if you do it in New York. And that's what's happening. So you boys out there, man, and everywhere else, Houston, you know, all of them, man, all of the places, man, all of the big cities, Orlando, Miami, Florida is crazy with this drill scene. Like, the boys is really banging out there. They really shooting each other. But, you know, I think YoungBoy's kind of like a face of the I don't give a fuck type nigga, you know what I'm saying? And they were going to come get him. And like I said, it's a federal warrant. They've been watching him. They did the car stop. YoungBoy bolted. They took him down. A gun was found in the car. And they're not saying if it's going to be on him or not. But like I said, they have a RICO indictment. They probably got guys talking. You know, the feds do what they do. They get a couple of witnesses, and it's on and popping. So good luck to YoungBoy in his case. You know, a.k.a., you know. That's Floyd's son-in-law, right? Well, Floyd's daughter, that's her baby dad, right? Floyd told his daughter, yo, if you fucking with him, Lee, don't call me. YoungBoy, wild boy, yo. If what YoungBoy said, if I fuck you, yo, I own you. YoungBoy, real life with the shit, yo. For real, for real. And finally, Baltimore star boxer Gervontay Davis hit with 14 criminal charges for allegedly Lamborghini hit and run. I didn't get that whole, I didn't put that story on my clip, so I'm just gonna tell you guys about it. Allegedly, Gervontay Davis was in a hit and run accident in the city of Baltimore. They have filed, he's been indicted, like I said. So in the accident, the details of it is Gervontay hit another car. The occupant was badly injured. I believe he was driving a Lamborghini, yes. And after a couple of moments, another car came, picked up Gervontay and his passenger, a female. They exited the Lamborghini. They jumped into another car. They left the scene of the accident. The passenger who was in the other car who was hurt, he was supposedly had serious injuries. He's alive and well, but he's alive. He's banged up. And I believe this was in January. Don't quote me. I'm really tight. I didn't get to put it on my slide show. But look for that. Gervontay has been indicted. So he's going to be facing a lot of time, and see if he can get through this. See if some couple dollars can get him out of this, you know? Like Dante Stallworth. A couple dollars got him out of it. He didn't really do no time. He ran over a man. He paid a lot of restitution though. So that's pretty much it today, man, on the cup. Shit is crazy, man. Also, man, I ain't gonna even get a clip. Evander Holyfield, he mad at Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson turned down a $25 million fight that he was, you know, with him. And Holyfield, for whatever reason, you know, Mike is that, you know, spiritual guy, you know, in touch with the world, in touch with nature, in touch with people, in touch with emotions, in touch with everything. Mike is a really worldly guy. Maybe he thinks, yo, I don't want to beat on my friend's head. He's already slow. You know, Mike looked like he could still go. Holyfield, not so much, man. Do you guys really want to see Vander get hit in the head? Like, the Roy Jones was one thing, yo. Roy was taking them body shots. Bow, 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 ow. But do we really want to see Vander get hit in the head, though, man? Like, I don't want to see that, man. And the fact that it would have been a $25 million fight, I know Vander wanted that money. He mad at his friend. Because Mike and him are cool, believe it or not. After the biting situation, their relationship has gotten better, way better. You know, things change. People become closer. People come apart. You know, it's funny like that. Look at Hearns and Hagler, best friends until the end, and they are the two participants in the war, the biggest war, one round of boxing slugfest ever. So there it is. So anyway, like, subscribe, share. What else, man? Oh, my bad. Here goes my bad. I did have the Gervontay. Oh man, I already broke it down for y'all anyway. I knew I had that joint. The 26-year-old. Among the 14 charges, Davis had been cited for failure to remain in the scene of an accident involving bodily injury, failure to render assistance to an injured person, and driving both a suspended and revoked license, all considered misdemeanors in Maryland, with the most serious carrying up to a year in jail. So he's not looking at anything crazy. There's a video of it. He ran a red light at 1:47 a.m. and struck the front passenger side of a 04 Solara. Damn, Gervontay. Come on, man. That's not how you're supposed to conduct yourself. Witnesses accounts of video gathered during the investigation also show that a black Camaro arrived at the scene shortly after the crash before passengers began transferring items from their Lamborghini to the Camaro. Davis and an unidentified female were also captured on camera fleeing the scene in the Camaro. Solaris says the airbags deployed, the vehicle was destroyed. According to the report, the 4 occupants of the car were transferred to Maryland shock trauma as a result of the crash, with Gil Amaro, an attorney for the injured driver, telling Bowman son is clear and suffered fairly serious injuries that have complicated recovery. I'm glad I found this because there's a little more stuff in it, a little more details. Fortunately, the victims in the case were able to survive the alleged hit-and-run collision with the recoverable injuries despite the potential for a far-worse scenario. State Attorney Marilyn Mosby said in a statement, "My office will continue to do our part to hold reckless drivers accountable when their harmful actions put innocent lives in jeopardy. Leaving the scene of a crash can result in a felony charge punished by 5 years in prison, but only for a crash which produces serious injuries." Davis, 24-0, 23 by knockout, currently holds a WBA super featherweight title and the WBA regular lightweight. Tyler Filo-Cerdo, also known as Tank, recently headlined his first pay-per-view, scoring a spectacular 6-round knockout of Leo Santa Cruz in San Antonio less than a week before the accident. Okay, so the last time we seen Gervontay Davis, the accident happened a week after that. Okay, so this happened about 6, 7, 8 weeks ago, because I remember covering the Gervontay Davis fight. So, you know, morning cup. All right, now we're really done. Listen, guys, like, subscribe, share. Thank you. Appreciate you guys for viewing and checking me out. I'll see you guys later on, maybe tomorrow. Also, Kyrie Irving, he's out. He'll be missing a 3-game road trip with the Nets. You know, he said it was family issues, and coincidentally, it's Kyrie's birthday today. Listen, Kyrie does what he wants. When he play the way he played, the Nets knew what they were getting themselves into. And we'll probably talk about that on the next one when they signed him. So it is what it is, man. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Later.